Hey, what's going on guys? Arctic Soldier here, and today we're going to be talking about some Viper site executes here on attacker side for split. But before we get into the video, if you guys are liking the content, enjoying the content, make sure you guys are subscribed, like the video, leave a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know what you guys want next. And yeah, so keep it up guys. We passed 100 subs this past weekend, so I just want to say thank you to everyone. And without further ado, let's get to the video. So one of the first walls I like to do is I like to come down. You're going to drop down in the sewer and get parallel with this light, with this screen right here. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to aim up your wall right almost in between the lights here. And then go ahead and shoot. And then whenever you're coming outside of A main, you'll notice that ramp is blocked off. And as you're coming in, you only have to worry about clearing out the right side of A. So obviously the further you get away from the wall, Heaven's going to be able to see you, but you're able. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the toxic cloud. So the toxic cloud here is going to be able to deny entry to anyone that's trying to get visual on this A site from Heaven. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and line up your crosshair with the second to last black dot on top of Heaven here, and then you're going to go ahead and you're going to throw it. It's going to land right here on the edge of Heaven. And you'll notice whenever you guys are coming into sight, you're able to go ahead and just kind of freely walk about and not have to worry about Heaven because it's completely smoked off.
Poison's off.
Next, we're going to be adding in Viper's snake bites. So one of the first things I like to do here is I like to aim up right here at the top of this patio, right in between. And I can aim up, shoot it, and then you're going to aim right here at the middle of this light right here, and go ahead and shoot it as well. So you'll notice whenever you're coming on site, you have two snake bites here that cover up most of Heaven. So that way, if anyone decides to come out while both of your smokes and your walls are up, you will have the snake bite here, and you'll have the snake bite here. So while your team is pushing out of A main, that reduces the threat of anyone normally being sitting right up here. So all they have to do is necessarily, if they have to, clear out the bottom of Hell and Planter. So for the second snake bite, if you just want to go ahead and clear out the left side of a ramp here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come down and put your crosshair right in the middle of the shadow and where the first line meet. So just go ahead and shoot. And you'll notice it comes down and it's going to land right here in this corner, forcing anyone to come out to kind of swing out while you guys are coming out of A main to go ahead and take sight. So for the third snake bite, if you want to go ahead and you want to clear out that area that's underneath Heaven, that deep left corner, you're going to want to go ahead and aim at this light and aim just a little bit up until you start to hit the glass or the base of that tree right there. Then you're going to go ahead and shoot your snake bite, and you'll notice it comes down right here and hits this deep area inside of Hell. So while you guys are coming through, if you don't have your wall up, it prevents you from having to go ahead and do the full swing, and it's just going to bring anyone that's hiding out in your direct line of sight, and they're free to kill. For the fourth snake bite, it's going to be about the same spot right here lined up parallel with this wall. You're going to want to go ahead and you're going to want to aim right in between these two windows here, the building that's behind screens, and then go ahead and shoot. So you'll see here that it perfectly lands right here in screens, so it prevents any oppers from standing here and being able to kind of hold a position on you guys, and it also stops a lot of the rotators coming from this side of CT and to screens to try and swing onto you from screens and leak in the sight from elbow. So for our last two snake bites here, and these both are also good for post-plant molly setups here, is this one's going to be landing behind screens. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to get lined up right in this corner right here. Aim up to the triangle, the right triangle of this light on the building, and come just to the right of this light. So you'll notice whenever it comes to land, it clears out the back of sign here on A site, and it's also a good molly to put down whenever you guys are getting ready to take sight, so it prevents anyone that's hiding from here trying to sit here and get an angle on you guys as you guys are coming in from the wall onto A site. So it pushes them out and forces them out, and it's also good for a post plant if you have the bomb right here and you're kind of chilling out to delay time to hit it right there. And lastly, we have the same thing here, but this one is just for the corner of A site there off the corner of screen. So you're going to go ahead and put your crosshair back on this light, come down just a little bit here to where it's almost parallel with this black triangle right here, and you're going to go ahead and shoot. So also you'll notice is if you set it right there, you know, it kind of pushes anyone out that's kind of sitting out right here waiting for you guys to come out from a main right there. But also, like I said, it's also good for a post plant molly, because a lot of times you don't want to be in direct sight of window or a main whenever you're planting the bomb. So you plant the bomb right here, and if you're able to find yourself getting off of sight and go back to kind of watch the flank, you can delay time that way with your snake bite. So lastly, I'm going to show you guys what a full A site execute would look like if you're getting ready to storm onto site. So we already have our wall and our smoke down on heaven. We're going to be going ahead and we're going to be doing the double heaven snake bite here. So like I said, you're going to want to go ahead, shoot right there, aim at this light. Wall's going up, so that means you're free to take sight here. From this side, you have the smoke that's up on heaven, and you would also have the two snake bites that sit on the deep side and shallow side of heaven. And I'm going to show you guys what they would look like from the attack defender's perspective. So as attackers, I like to smoke off ropes for a lot of mid control. So what I like to do is I like to come up to the sidewalk here and line myself up with this dot right here on the sidewalk, with this post right here on the spawn, jump and throw. So as you guys can see, it'll land anywhere within this general area right here, and it'll create a nice smoke for ropes. That way it blocks off rope control here. So for the mid wall that I like to do, I like to come in the corner of market here and aim my wall and end off vision in from mailroom in heaven. So you put the wall up, it blocks vision from there, and you also have your smoke that blocks off the vision from ropes. So once your team goes and takes control of mid, you guys can either decide that you're going to put the wall down and go and attack B, or you can put your smoke down and go through ropes and attack A site. So for executing on B, this is a little hard because you have to do this right with her wall to be able to obscure vision completely from heaven, but it still is possible. So one of the things that you can do, you can either do this at the beginning of the buy round, or if not, if you need a lineup spot, you can come right here on this box, and I like to line it up with this gray dot that's in this dark line right there. Aim up at the corner of this building right here, and you'll see that the smoke lands here on top of heaven. And as you're coming out, you'll see that for the most part, heaven is smoked off. So like I said, there still is going to be a little gap, but that's where your wall makes up for it. Like I said earlier, on this site, there's not too much you can do in conjunction with walls, but if you go ahead and you wall up right there onto site, you'll notice that the wall and smoke will block you from being seen from heaven, which allows you to get on the site and do what your team needs you to do. So one of the snake bites that I like using for attacking B side as well is the Heaven Spitfire, or snake bite. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come in this corner right here, line it up with the edge of this building in the light, put your crosshair kind of right about there on the edge of the building, and fire. As you can see, it comes down, lands right here in cat along with your smoke, adding the additional drain damage and the vulnerability. And they can either die, or you'll have an easier time fragging them as they come back onto the site to try and perform a retake. So getting ready for the full B execute here, you're going to have your wall and your smoke screen also covering you from heaven, so that way they can't see you coming in onto site, which allows you to take control of newsstand coming out and taking control of the full portion of site. And then this is what the attackers will see whenever they try to retake the site. So they really can't see much into sight because of the heaven smoke, which allows you to get ample enough time to get set up, get ready to retake control of heaven, and whatever the case may be from the retakers while they're trying to push out through smokes, which gives them the visual block, and you guys are free to kill anyone that tries to retake the site. And there you have it, guys. Those are the site executes, in my personal opinion, that work the best at Diamond Immortal level play here on Split for attackers. Later in the week, I'm going to be covering the same thing, but for defender side on this map, and then I'll be covering other maps throughout, other weeks and such. But guys, listen, if you guys enjoyed the content and you guys enjoyed the guide, make sure you guys leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. Hey, we got a lot of good stuff going, guys. Make sure you guys hop on, follow me on Twitter, join the Discord, get the discussions going, all that good stuff. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, spread it out. Very much appreciate it. And yeah, name's Arctic Soldier, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.